Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share, like, comment, and don't forget to click on the bell icon button so you get the notification whenever an update is released. If you invest in YieldMax ETF, you know it very well that YieldMax pay monthly distribution or dividend, whatever you want to call it. If you go over here in the education tab under distribution schedule, there's a schedule for the whole year. It tells you exactly what the declaration date is, what the ex dividend date is, or what the payment date is. It tells you when you will get the dividend paid, right? So now, if you look at the last month, right, on August 6, 2024, last month distribution was paid on August 6, right? So this is a different ETF symbol that's in here, and you see different distribution per ETF, right? For like Tesla, 97 cents distribution for each ETF was paid. Same like Connie, $1.006 distribution was paid on each of those ETF. Now, when you receive this, then you have a question to ask yourself: what to do with that? Should you reinvest that or cash it out? So, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a detailed mathematical analysis. We will crunch some numbers and we will take a look at both of those. Case number one or scenario number one, if we cash out every month when we get distribution, we just take the money out and go enjoy, have fun, or just build some liquidity. Whatever you want to do, you do it with that. Or the other is you do reinvestment. I will come to in a second what does that mean. And we'll do side by side comparison and see which one make more profit. I'm not sure about you, but when I put my money, hard earned money, I want to make sure I get the most of it. If I'm putting $100, if I have two options, one is one bank is give me 5%, another bank give me 10%. So of course I'm going to go the one with which will pay me the highest return, right? So that's exactly what it is. I'm going to look at both of these scenario and do comparison so you can make an informed decision where to put your money in, right? Which will produce the best results. So before I go into that, just one quick housekeeping stuff. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you when to buy, when to sell, what to buy, what to sell. That's your decision. I am a mathematician by profession. So what I do is I'm going to focus on mathematics. I'm going to put both of these side by side, do some comparison and see which one make the most sense and where should I invest and which strategy should I adopt. That's all I'm going to do on this video. So let's get started. For the sake of demonstration, what I have done is I have picked two YieldMax ETF. One is ULTY and the other one MSTY. So I'm going to do the mathematical analysis of both of these. So let's start with ULTY. So just for the sake of it, let's put $5,000 into that. That's an hypothetical money that I put it in there. So you can pick any date you want to. I pick May 1st, right? I mean, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and look and see what the price of ULTY was on May 1st, right? So on May 1st, so this is, I go to Google, I look at ULTY, and then let's look at this and the May 1st. So let's look at May 1st, the stock price was $14.58, right? So the stock price on May 1st is $14.58. So I have $5,000. So I have $5,000 that I'm putting in, and the stock price or the ETF price for ULTY is $14.58. That come up to 342.94. Right? What that means? That means is if I invest $5,000, I can buy $343 ULTY. Now, let's suppose for a moment I have that in my portfolio. I bought it on May 1st and I still have it as of today. So when you go back on the YieldMax ETF website, and you see on the ULTY, they've been paying dividend on a monthly basis. May, June, July, August. Right? So May, it was $1.27. June, $1.13. July, 99 cents. August, 78 cents. So each month you getting dividend. Now, since I bought this on May 1st, and I still have it in my portfolio, right? So what that means? So from after May 1, so one dividend was paid on 5/17 for $1.27. So May 17, I got $1.27 dividend on that. Since I still have that, so June I got paid too, right? $1.13. I get paid on July. I get paid on August. So since I bought it on May 1st and I kept it for 4 months as of today, so I get paid for $4 almost 19 cents dividend for the 4 months, right? So okay, now today I have 342.94 ULTY share, right? Now I know we don't bite in fraction, but for the sake of simplicity, I don't want to make it too complicated. So I just using the fraction tool. So you can do whatever you like to do. So now since I have it today, right? So okay, now since we bought it on May 1st, so we got paid $4.18 dividend total for each share we own. And let's see what is the stock price on August 30th. Yeah. So August 30th stock price is $11.28, right? So I own 343 ULTY. The stock price today is $11.28. So what that means is if I multiply this current stock price with today's stock price with the quantity of ULTY that I have, the total value of the stock is $3,868. That's what the total value of the stock is. Now, since I bought it on May 1st, so I still have all this in my portfolio. So I got paid dividend, $4.19 dividend per share. Right? That's what I got. So if I multiply this $4.19, that's the dividend per share, and I have 343, that will come up to 1,435. What does that mean? That means today my ULTY value is 3,868, and I earned 1435 in the form of dividend or distribution, whatever you want to call it, right? So the total value of my portfolio is the stock value plus whatever I got paid on distribution. The total value is $5,304.18. So initially I paid or invested $5,000, which is what 5,300 right now. So that means if I buy it and hold it, I make $304, which is like 6%. So my clear now? So you can pick any date, right? I mean, so let's moving on, right? So this was the option one. So if I would have bought ULTY and kept it in my portfolio and just keep cashing out every month, just keep getting the dividend and using it for whatever I like to do. Like sometimes I like to party, so I can use that for party, or I just want to build some liquidity, I can do that, right? Now let's moving on to the second option. What is the second option? Second option that I call it reinvestment. What that means? That means is whatever dividend I earn, right? Instead of getting the cash out, what I'm doing is I'm using that money, the extra money that I earn in the form of distribution, I'm going to reinvest it into the same thing. So let's take a look at it, see what does that really mean. Okay, so as I showed before, on May 1st, the stock price was $14.58, and I bought 343 of ULT, right? So, so the first distribution date, let's do one by one, right? If you look at this one, right? Since I bought it on the May 1, after May 1, the first payment was on May 17. May 17, a distribution of $1.28 was paid on May 17. Right? So let's take a look at it. So this is May 17. I own 342.94 ULTY. And let's see what was the stock price on May 17. Right? So let's go over here. Let's look at the May 17. May 17, the stock price was $14.70, right? So the stock price was $14.70 now. So the stock value was $5,041. Now, if you look at this May 17, right, you get paid dividend, how much? $1.28. So $1.28. Now each share you earn $1.28. So since you have 343 of those, so it total come up to, like you multiply this dividend earned with the number you have, $438.34. Now, what we're doing over here, we're not cashing out every single penny that we earn in the form of distribution. Is we're going to reinvest it. We're going to buy it back. We're going to buy more share of that. So let's look at this, right? So distribution, how much we earned? We earned 438.34. And what the stock price, closing price on that day was $14.70. So what happened is I got paid, or I earned, or I bought 29.82 share of ULTY. So how much I own now? So let's look at this one. Now what I own is I own 342.94 plus 29.82. So total share that I have now is 373 cents. So reinvestment, what I'm doing, instead of cashing it out, every single penny that we earn as distribution, we're going to repurchase the same stock, right? So we bought that one. So total we have 372. Now, you want to know why I picked June 17, right? Because June 17 is the next date when a payment was made, right? So I'm picking the date where we got the payment, right? Where the day we got the distribution. So that's why I picked June 17th. So next date, which you will see, I will pick is July 18th and then August 16th. So this is how I pick my date, because this is the date I'm getting that payment and I'm going to buy it on the same day, right? So now on that day, right? So June 17, how much the stock price was? You go over here, June 17 was $13.59, right? 13.59. So now the how much distribution we earned that the month of June? $1.49, 1.14. So how much we earned? We earned 1.14 per share, and then the total number of share we have 327, 424.46 now. On that day, right? What we're doing is we are repurchasing that. So the stock price was 13.59, so we bought it 31.23. So now how much ULTY we have now? 372 plus 31, that will come up to, let's look at this, 403.99. So we don't have, so you see that we started with 342 share of ULTY. Now, since we are reinvesting, so what we're doing is all the distribution we get on a monthly basis, we just repurchasing, right? That's what we did, right? So we purchased it on May, then we purchased on June, and now we purchase on July. Now, what is the next distribution date? Is August 16. So then let's do the same thing on August 16, right? So now how much I own the share of royalty? 403.99 multiplied by 31, not sorry, 403.99 plus 31.97. So what we have right now is 436 share of RT. So you see that we started with 342 and right now we have 436, because we constantly keep buying it. And that's what the reinvestment means, that whatever you earn, you keep buying more and more and more and more of that. And then you purchase again 3076, right? So what does that really mean? So today date August 30, right? So we purchased more on August 16 because that was the date when the dividend was paid. So today, if I make an investment of $5,000 on May 1, 2024, I bought 343 share of ULTY. Now, I keep reinvesting it. All the distribution that I earn, I keep buying more and more of ULTY. And then I end up today, I have 467 share of RT. Now, what is the stock price today? Look at it. Today is 11.28. So I have 467 LT in my portfolio. The stock price is 11.28. So the total stock value is the number of share I have multiplied with stock price is 5,264.57. Right? There's no dividend here. You know why? Because all the dividend which we were getting, we were buying it back the ULTY, right? We were reinvesting it. So the total income is $264.50. So what does that mean? If you invested $5,000 on May 1st and you apply the reinvesting strategy where you just keep reinvesting on dividend, you make how much you make actually? You make 5% of those, right? Now, initially, you remember when we started it, I showed you what will your gain will be if you just keep cashing out. So this is the exercise we went through, right? So here's the comparison. So if you use the investment reinvestment strategy, the gain is 5%. But instead of reinvesting, if you just keep your original investment as it is there and taking the cash out, you will earn more money. Even though there's not a big difference, but it's still you earn more. Plus, you got some cash out, some liquidity with you, which you can use for anything you want, including some other ETF buying or some other investment strategy. So this was the one example. Let's do the another example, MSTY. I'm not going to go too much into detail for that one since we already go through the whole exercise. So you know exactly how this spreadsheet is structured, how I'm getting that number. So I'm just going to go quickly to that so you understand that. So we have two examples to look at that, right? So see, okay, I want to make sure I always do a few examples, right? So so we want to make sure we get enough sample size to make a good, well-informed decision. Looking at the MSTY, if you look at the MSTY, this on the MSTY is my seems like my mouse is not cooperating with me right now, so I guess I need to. Okay, here you go. Here you go. So let's go do the MSTY. So the same thing on MSTY. Let's look at this over here. Instead of you, let's do MSTY. I am going to go MSTY. MSTY. All right. So May 1st. Look at this. May 1st. Where did the May 1st go? May 1st, $27.07, right? So May 1st, the price was of MSTY was $27.07. So that could lead me to buy 185 of this MSTY. And then if you look over here, same as I went to the ULTY, these are the monthly distribution that was getting paid since I bought it on May 1st. So if you add all the distribution that I earned from May 8 till August 8 is $9.83. That is what it is. So if I still hold that stock in my portfolio, I earn like 22% of that, $1,100 profit of that, right? So that's how much I made, right? Now, let's do this. Instead of doing this, just cashing it out, let's suppose that we do the reinvestment strategy, do exactly the same thing that what I did. So if you look at that, so let's do this. Okay, you all know why I picked this day, right? Because I picked the date when we got paid the dividend, right? I picked the May 8th because that's the date the dividend was paid. June 7th, that's the date dividend was paid. August 8th, that is the date distribution. So I picked all those dates. So using the same strategy that we did, on May 8th, we bought it again. June 8th, 7th, we bought it again. And then let's look at this one. July, the same thing. August, same thing. And then today, date, right? So now I did exactly the same thing that I did on ULTY, that each month when we get the distribution, instead of cashing it out, I use that money to buy it more, right? So it's like on the month of May, dividend earned was $2.52 on each of them. So total dividend earned was $466, and the stock price on that day was almost $30. So I earned 15.58 more share of MSTY. So the total share I own on June 7 was 200, and I did the same exercise July 219, August 240, and August 30. Today, as of today, I have 260 share of MSTY. And the price of today, what is the price of MSTY today? $23.20. 23.20. I have 260. That's come up to $6,039. So what does that really mean? What does this tell you? So if you look at it, either you cash out or you do reinvestment. In both the cases which I did, there is not much difference in the income, right? I mean, say in both cases, either it's in ULTY, you see that if you cashing out, you 6%. If you Instead of cashing out, if you keep reinvesting, 5%, there's a 1% difference over there. So the same over here, MSTY. So you make more when you cash out, but at the same time, you get the flexibility. You have a cash in your account. You can use that cash for something else to buy something more. So now, what I did in both these cases was performed a detailed mathematical analysis and did the comparison of without reinvestment, like just cashing out, or with reinvestment, where you keep buying it and adding every month and after month. So I did both of those. You can make your own decision. To me, I do not do reinvestment for YieldMax ETF because that does not add extra or bonus value for me. I'm better off just enjoying my dividend every month, use that money for something else while I make more money just keeping whatever the initial investment I have. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it is beneficial to you. So if you did, please share, subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you soon with some new video. Till then, thank you and have a good day.